Well, hello everybody and welcome back to Lisa's Coloring Corner. I purchased a few new sets of colored pencils, so I would like to swatch these out on camera. Seems like you guys like my swatching videos. At least that's the feedback I've been getting. These are by S.J. Starjoy, and you may have heard of these. I am a subscriber to Lori from Color My World. She does a lot of review of pencils because she is a pencil aficionado. She's an expert. And she does review a lot of the colored pencil sets that I am going to have in upcoming videos. These Starjoy pencils are the same as the Deli pencils. So if you have heard of Deli, these are the same. If you have the Deli, you don't need these. And if you get these, you don't need the Deli. Most of the Deli pencils that you do find out now are the 72 sets. So when Starjoy came out with their set, they do have 120. I do think that the Deli does possibly have a 120 set. When I looked on Amazon, it was not available. If I clicked on Lori's link in her video about these, when I clicked on the Deli pencils, it automatically took me to Starjoy because Starjoy kind of took over the Deli. So again, they're the same. So this is what the tin is like. Comes in this beautiful tin. Lists all of the colors here with the color numbers, so that's nice. It says artist quality, premium soft lead core, 120 unique colors. The back of the case says 120 colors. This 120 piece polychromos artist set of colored pencils are valued by many professionals internationally for its unparalleled quality. It has the highest level of soft lead, and quality wood casings allow for ease of maneuverability and sharpening. Its non-toxic pencils have been named, numbered, and color-coded for instant recognition. The high quality standards of this deluxe set of colored pencils shine through whether they are used for fine graphics or for artistic freestyle. Its extensive range of primaries and vibrant color laydown can easily be layered, shaded, and blended, delivering endless possibilities bounded only by your imagination. And then it does show all of the colors again with the number. And then it has the other standard information. These are made in China. And there is some very exciting certain thing coming down the pike from Lori. Hopefully this fall. And I'm not going to talk any more about it, but I may get an early sneak peek at them, so I'm so excited. But let's look at these right now. In the lid, this is so nice when they do this, especially for those of you who do keep your pencils in your tins. I am one that does not. I always put my colored pencils in a pencil case in my own order, so I will not be leaving them in this order. But if that's what you like to do, you know, that is fine. Whatever works best for you. So we do have the color here. We do have the number. And they do have color names. So beautiful. Look at all the greens and blues. And there's quite a few purples in here. Quite a few yellows. We do have a number of reds. It does look a little lacking in the oranges, doesn't it? And earth tones, there's not a ton, but there's enough, and there's quite a few grays, and of course our black. So let's go ahead and look at the pencils themselves. We do get a pamphlet here. A thank you for purchasing their product. Here it talks about their different sets. So we have the 120 colors in the tin set. So that is this. They have a 72 color in the tin. They have a 72 color that comes in the canvas pencil wrap. The Happiness Tree pencil wrap. And they do have the same thing in Aesthetic Sunset and Bohemian and Constellation. So they have 4 different types of pencil wraps for the 72 color set. Then you do have a coloring card. This is not going to be very representative though of the true color because it is on this glossy paper. So I myself wouldn't recommend using this. You can if you want to, but okay. Then it's always nice when they include this sponge sheet on top. Keeps the pencils intact when they are being shipped. Much less chance of being, you know, having the cores broken when they are being shipped. Or even when you store them. Again, if you store them within the tin. So let's take, oh gosh, aren't they beautiful? Oh, they just feel awesome. New pencils. Always exciting. Let's take a look at one. So I am going to zoom you in. So you can see it actually is kind of set up like a polychromos. We do have a nice thick lead. These do come pre-sharpened with the blunt end. So here is the color name. We do have the color number, and then their company name, SJ Starjoy. We have a silver band at the end, and it is capped. So I like the look when it is capped versus like a Prismacolor. The only advantage to having them uncapped is you can see if the lead is centered or not, which is going to be indicative how they are going to sharpen, if they are going to sharpen evenly like this. Now these all look great. The pre-sharpened, you know, so how they're sharpened in the factory. So again, hopefully that's indicative of having very centered cores. Okay, enough of that. We are going to go through and swatch. I think what I'm going to do, just to save time, I am just going to swatch them in this exact order. I am going to write down the color name and number. I know that takes a little extra time, but it really, really helps me out when I go through my color chart and I put them in the order that I want. I renumber them, then I swatch them out again. I see if it's the order that I want. Number them again, re-swatch them out. So yeah, it takes me quite a while to get each set completed. So I always print out a few sets of this color chart because I know I'm going to go through a few of them. So let's start. That's enough jabbering. All right. Let's put this on this side and let's start. All right. I guess what I could have done, just thought of it now, and I may do that for the other set that I'm going to be swatching. I think maybe what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll write out all the numbers and the names, the color names ahead of time, and then all we have to do is swatch the color. Actually, maybe I'm going to pause and I'm going to do that. I'll probably record a few other videos, come back later, and we'll do the swatching. For you, it's only going to be a second or two. For me, it's probably going to be tonight when I finish recording this. That's going to save a lot of time in the swatching videos. So I may do that ahead of time. Another thing I may do ahead of time is sharpen them. I was watching a video that reminded me of something I did know, but I was kind of not doing it, and that is the fact that many times these pencils, yes, they come pre-sharpened, but there's like a waxy coating on the lead that is showing. So you kind of do want to sharpen them yourselves to get the actual pigment from the pencil, so that you take off any waxy coating that the company puts on the lead for shipment, to again prevent some breakage. So I think that's also what I am going to do. I'm going to fill in again the color number and name, and then I'm going to sharpen all of these, and we will come back and we will do the swatches. Okay, so again, this is probably going to be a number of hours for me. For you, it'll be a couple seconds. So I'll be right back. All right, we are back. For you, it's just been a couple seconds. For me, it's been over a week. I just haven't been able to get back at finishing this video. Okay, so I did put them in approximate order of how I like them. I just went according to not the color on the barrel, because you know you can never go by that. I kind of went by the color of the lead. But again, sometimes that can be a little deceiving, and the color that goes down on the paper may be a little bit different than that. So I did sharpen them all, like I said I was going to, and then I did write everything down. Again, these do have a color number and a name. So let's go ahead and swatch these out. All right, so you're not gonna, of course, see titanium white. Let me zoom you in. Is that close enough? Okay, so they do feel nice though. Then we have Naples Yellow Light. They do feel creamy. Cream Yellow. Whoa, see, I sharpen these kind of too much to a point, and I am coloring kind of heavy-handed, not as heavy as I could, but I want you to be able to see the full laydown of the pencil. And I sharpen these all with my AF mat, and they sharpen so beautifully. I love that pencil sharpener. I will leave a link down below both to these pencils, and I will leave a link to that sharpener, because it does fit the square brute fooners too. So it does fit your bigger pencils. This is Lemon Yellow. Goes so much faster when I don't have to write everything down. Chinese Yellow. Oh, these are very pigmented. I can see why Lori likes these. Medium Yellow. So this is kind of like a medium pressure. We have Cadmium Yellow. Oh, yeah, sharpened them too much. Now, if you're layering with these and you're doing a very light coat, a lot of people like it, you know, that sharp of a point. But Cadmium Yellow Deep. Wait a minute, that is Naples Yellow, huh? So here goes to show you, you can't go by the color on the barrel. This actually looks more orange on screen. It's actually more of a peach color. It does have a yellow undertone to it, and it's a very nice skin tone. Orange yellow. I better double check the name on the pencil to make sure I have them in the correct order. So that one definitely is out of order. I'm going to have to reorder these a number of times like I always do. Flesh Light. That is a nice flesh tone. Skin Yellow. Definitely not yellow. We do have some nice skin tones in here. This one is called Flesh. This would be nice for shading. Flesh Deep. Yeah, nice shading for skin tones, light skin tones. This is Marigold. Nice yellow orange. So yeah, I'll probably rearrange these. And Cadmium Orange Deep. That's a pretty orange. I am going to have to turn this. I'm trying to swatch at an odd angle. And we have Cadmium Orange. Beautiful colors. Orange Lake. Orange. Now this is very much on the red side. A red orange. So we are getting into the reds now. Red Ochre. Never heard of that one before. Beautiful red though. We have Scarlet Red. Getting into our darker reds. We have Vermilion. And our Cadmium Red. So we are getting to some reds with the pink undertone. And a dark red, Venetian Red. May hear kids and things outside. I have a window right next to me and it's so gorgeous out. I have to have the window open. This one I forgot up higher. Alizarin, is that how you pronounce that? Crimson. So like a real deep orange with red in it. Now we go on to the pinks. Opera House, isn't that a neat name? So beautiful, pale pink. And Grenadine Light. So again, you can see this one's lighter than this, but if you look at the color of the pencils, this one's definitely lighter than that. So yeah, definitely can't go by that. We have Bengal Rose. Very pretty. Let's go up to the next column. Bengal Rose Light. Now, as I was putting these in order, a lot of times I would see that the light seemed darker than the one without the word light on, so I guess we'll see. The lead at least looked darker. Maybe it is a little bit lighter. Kind of hard to tell because they're in different columns. Rose pink. Ooh, that's pretty. See some really pretty blends here. Azalea pink. It is nice having them sharpened too. Except for when you make the tip too sharp. Grenadine. Now this one I do not know how to pronounce. Jopper pink. Oh, that's pretty. Bengal Rose Deep. Yeah, so these two have a different undertone. I'll move them. Cherry Pink. And finally, Purple Light, which is still real pink. Does have the purple undertone. Okay, now on to the purples. Light ink blue, but definitely looked like a lavender. And yes, it is. And then we have lavender. Here again, the lavender light, according to the leads, looked a little darker than the lavender, so we'll see. Okay, we're done with the first tray. Okay, now lavender light really seemed to have a different undertone. Yeah, totally different. But it is lighter, so I do have them in the wrong order. These are all going to be in wrong orders. Cobalt purple. Oh, isn't that pretty? Love it. Here's one that's lighter too. This one is called just purple. Mauve deep. Yeah, I knew that one was going to do it. Okay, getting into the darker purples, we have Purple Lake. We have Violet. So if you do go lighter, I mean, they still lay down color very nice. So they layer nicely also. Cornflower blue, which definitely has the purple undertone to it. So I put it up here with the purples. We have purple blue. And here comes some oddballs. So magenta. These may go under the reds. We have purple deep. And finally, peach purple. There is nothing peach about this color. So there's two. I'm sure it's probably, well, no, it is a darker purple. Okay, let's go to the blues. We have cobalt blue. Not a pretty sky blue. Cobalt turquoise. That's pretty. Intense blue. Oh, These are really pretty blues. That one definitely, I mean, it looks like a periwinkle, so that may get moved up. And cerulean blue middle. Cerulean blue. Now again, looking at the pencil lids, tips I should say, the light looked darker, and it is. So. But what a beautiful gradient here. Then we have primary blue. Sky blue. Aren't these pretty? Cobalt blue light. So again, definitely darker than the cobalt blue. But again, nice blending pair. Let's go on to page 2. A lot of blues in this set and greens. We have Delft blue. I'm at add angle again. Try to do it so that it's straight on the camera, but then it's just too awkward for me to do the swatching. Ultramarine light. Definitely not light. So, of course, color names are a little off. Cobalt blue deep. That's pretty. Ultramarine. Three more blues. Ultramarine violet. Prussian blue. And then blue gray. So I was hoping for a darker blue. I guess I was hoping for one that was even maybe a little bit darker than that, because this kind of looks like a denim blue. Let me put this underneath, because I'm on my pad here, so it's a little softer than my desk. All right, on to the greens. Leaf green light. Very light yellow green. Grass green. Dark yellow green. Not too dark though. Light green. These are very pretty. Emerald green. Darn. Fruit green. I gotta remember, don't sharpen them quite so much. Let's try going this way. Fruit green. Cadmium green pale. I mean, why did I sharpen them so much? Medium green. Permanent green, mint green light. Isn't that pretty? Love that color. And then mint green. This is the one that did seem to be in order. Beautiful. Jade green. Turquoise, no, cobalt turquoise green. Very much on the blue side. Okay, let's go on to the final tray. I have a bunch more greens to go. Juniper green. That's a pretty green. Could see that in the leaves. Well, a lot of these, I guess you could. Phthalo green, and they spelled phthalo a little different. They didn't have the first H in there. Oh, that's phthalo turquoise. Did I say green? Next one is phthalo green. That's a gorgeous color. Phthalo green light. I don't know why, because yeah, the light is lighter. I don't know why I put them in this order. It's going to take me forever to get these in the correct order. Leaf green middle. And I want to keep the undertones, you know, together. Green gold. Hitting the trays up here. Another odd name. Green plum. Never seen a green plum. Olive yellow. These two colors are very similar. Teal green. Teal's my favorite. Oh, so pretty. And teal green light. So, you know, this one is a shade darker. Just by a smidgen. Last column. We have cypress green. So that continues on with our teals. Isn't that pretty? Okay, let's get to the darker greens. Chrome green. And then we have olive green. We have hooker's green. Two more. We have Viridian. Oh, that's pretty. And finally, we have medium dark green. So we do have a nice dark, kind of a blue green. That's pretty. Okay, let's go on to the earth tones. We have a yellow ochre. Very much a yellow ochre. We have yellow ochre light. They're very similar. I guess it is just a tad lighter. Terracotta light. Love the color terracotta. Oh, that's pretty too. Can't wait to see what the terracotta itself is. We have cinnamon. Another very pointy one. It won't color quite as heavy with this then. Here is our terracotta. Oh, so pretty. That is gorgeous. Van Dyke brown. Now usually that's a real dark brown. And it is not in this set. Very much a red undertone. Couldn't you see those in red hair though? Sepia, that's another usually real dark. It is kind of dark, isn't it? Didn't look that dark in the lead. We have Indian red. Oh, I may end up moving that. Burnt sienna. Oh, that's pretty. Brown ochre. Quite a few earth tones for a 120 set. That's brown ochre. This is burnt ochre. So we are getting into a little bit of the darker earth tones. We have raw umber. Two more. Walnut brown. Okay, raw umber is darker. And finally, we have burnt umber. Oh, nice dark brown. Okay, on to the grays. And for a 120 set, I think there's just the right amount of grays. I know some of you absolutely love your grays, so maybe this is way too few for you. We have warm gray, light. I tried to keep the warm grays and cool grays together, so we'll see how good I did. Again, I was just looking at the color of the lead, so I don't know if that's Dave's or Dav's, D-A-V-V apostrophe S, gray. So that is definitely a warm gray. Payne's gray, which is always a beautiful one in the Prismacolor. Oh, this is pretty. That is a cool gray. Charcoal gray. Now that one's on the warm side also. Terra Verde, is that how you say that? Definitely. Oh, it's very much a green gray. Cool gray deep. Cool gray. Almost done, folks. And ivory black, and then we do have two metallics. I'm glad they didn't put any more than that in. I don't know about you. I don't use metallic pencils much, if at all. We have the silver. Oh, they are shiny though. Nice. And finally, we have gold. Oh, very nice metallic looking though. I could see maybe using this on jewelry. You see the shine there? So yeah, they are very shiny. Nice. Okay, let me put these trays back. Sorry for my arm. too afraid of them getting spilled in these because, of course, these plastic trays are flimsy. I've had worse. These aren't too terribly bad, but they're still flimsy. Okay, we'll zoom back out and we're going to look at the colors overall. So we do have a nice assortment of yellows. We do have the white and this Naples yellow light. Very, very pale. Great undertone, maybe. Even like under skin. We do have some nice skin tones. Definitely move that up. Few oranges. Couple of these reds, they're all just a little different. These are on the pink side. Some really beautiful pinks, a lot of pinks. Getting into the purples. We actually have quite a few purples. These are kind of similar, but cornflower blue is a shade darker. And then into these beautiful blues. Again, we have some that are similar, but yet just a tint difference. Getting into our darker blues. Then into our greens. Lot of greens. We almost have a whole column of greens. So I think out of all the colors, definitely have the most greens. Yes. So some beautiful yellow greens. Our mint greens. Olive greens. These teals are gorgeous. Into our darker greens. So we have some nice dark greens and then lots of earth tones. Yeah, I think I may be moving that one. But yeah, very pretty. It seems like we're just missing something in here though. I don't know. But it's a 120 set, right? And then our grays. So like I said, in a 120 set, there's a nice assortment of warms and cools. And we do have that green gray, which I know some of you really like. So, and then those two metallics that are, like I said, very nice. All right, so there you have it. Again, these are the Star Joy 120 colored pencils. Where's my little note here? What did I do with that? All right, anyhow. Again, I will link these down below in the description, as well as that Azmat pencil sharpener. And I thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing the swatching of these Star Joy 120 colored pencils. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new to my channel. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. And as always, happy coloring. Bye, guys.